Was good, team? Getting ready for a heavy gym session. So if you guys follow my Instagram, you may have known I posted on my story that I've been getting massive headaches and it's not nice. This morning I went to get it checked out and the doctor reckons I have a mild concussion and I sprained my neck. So basically what I'm pretty sure caused it was last week, Wednesday, I went for a swim in the pool and I was doing a bomb, like a manu, and the pool, it's not really deep, I can stand in it and the water baby goes up to my shoulder. And so I did a manu, so I went in like the V, and then I normally untuck heaps, so my upper body, you thrust, and my head smacks, the back of my head smacks the bottom of the pool. Yeah, I untucked it at the door.
Do be smart. Got a helmet.
And since then, I've been getting real bad headaches. It's not the one, but it's bad, but not too bad. Well, I say it's not too bad right now because I've just taken two lots of paracetamol and a bunch of pre-workout. So I wouldn't recommend it, and do not do that. Let's get into it and get straight into the gym. good team. I am gonna go without using my microphone this time because I want to test the mic on the camera into somewhere it's like a couple hours setting up. One key thing a lot of people need to understand, especially when you start, because that's when you get stuck into ego lifting and trying 1 rep max every single session and again and again and again. And that was me, ego lifting. And sometimes I tell people you'll still see glimpses of me ego lifting. It's just still part of me, but it's definitely improved drastically. Like, I'm more structured with my training. I've started to manage my fatigue drastically better. Sometimes I still struggle with like trying to enjoy the gym sessions, because when you're training at the start and you're making progress, and every single session you're making progress, you're hitting PRs often, that's when it's easy. That's when you enjoy it. But when you progress and progress starts to slow down after you've already progressed, then you stop hitting PRs so frequently, you stop making progress so frequently, that's when it gets tough. That's when people get cut off. And you often will hear people say trust the process, and part of the process is weeding out the weak, weeding out the people that don't actually really want it. They'll tell people and they'll tell themselves that they want it, but deep down they don't actually really want it. Because if you really wanted it, you got to figure out how you can get there. And part of that is realizing when you're hitting a roadblock that there must be something that you need to change. And sometimes people don't don't acknowledge that, and they just get frustrated. They get frustrated that they're stuck, and they think, oh, you know what, why is this all happening to me? And they play the victim card. And I think a lot of people do it, myself included, and I think it's just human nature to do that, to play the victim card, to think it's everything and everyone's fault but yourself, and that is stupid that it's happening. But that's the tough thing, is those challenges is what changes you. Challenges is what you learn from. And there's a Bible verse that I'm going to read for you guys from the book of Job, chapter 36, verse 15. God saves those who suffer by using their suffering. He uses their troubles to speak in a way that makes them listen. My storage that was on my camera has run out, and then I've tried like 3 times to delete videos off it that I'm not using. It says it's deleted on my phone, my laptop, but then when I try to record it, it just says full. But so there's a comment. But I was talking about the Bible verse about suffering and how these lessons, or they're tough in the moment. Sometimes they bring out actually the most valuable lessons, and that we wouldn't have actually learned those lessons if we didn't go through that challenging time. I'm sure you can think back, like there's times that you're like in the moment that sucked and you did not see the bigger picture, but now that you're out of it, you see the bigger picture and that lesson that you learned, that you've gained. And there's been plenty of times for me that I can think of, and oftentimes I'm probably going through a few right now. And sometimes you don't really see it, but that's why you just gotta have faith and actually trust that things actually will work out, because it actually does. It actually does. And you just got to trust that process and work hard, and also grow and learn while you're at it too. Don't play the victim card when you're going through these challenges. That's the worst thing you can do, and have all this self-pity. It's the worst thing you can do, because you won't grow from that. But if you can acknowledge that everyone else is going through challenges like these, oftentimes people won't talk to about it. You also got to realize you're not the only one. And that relates back to you humbling yourself. And that's why you shouldn't have self-pity. I mean, yes, you can probably acknowledge that you are going through a tough time. What I'm getting at is you just don't want to have the self-pity that oh, everything's going wrong, all this sucks. But sometimes you just got to wear it on your chin, because oftentimes it is actually just a lesson, and you're going to get out of it, and you're going to grow from it, and you're going to realize that what you're going through that you thought was drowning you was actually what was teaching you how to swim. I'm gonna leave you on there because it's crazy hot and I'm about to head to bed, but I'm gonna leave you guys there. Hope you guys have a good night. I'm about to catch some Z's. Hit that subscribe button as well. We're road to 10k. It's a slow progress, but we're slowly growing, inching there. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and check out my other socials down below, and I'll see you in the next one.